Welcome to day 2 of my studio relocation sale and open house. My name is Denise Cormier Mahoney and my website is www.DCMStudios.org. This is all my fine art printmaking, work that has been done on a printing press. Remember that I'm offering 10% discount and free delivery to Kitsap County. You can email me at dcmahoneyart@gmail.com if you have any questions whatsoever. Let's start with Rise, which is a framed 9 by 12. This is a 6x4 one-color lino cut print that I originally created for a print exchange through the University of Iowa. Unframed, this piece is available on my website, but I'd like to offer you the framed version. Crow Song is a 20 by 16 monoprint. It's a 2-plate monoprint, so I use one plate for the background stencil, and the other was a hand-painted crow with oil paint on plexiglass. Sky Crow is a 10 by 10 piece that's framed in a 20 by 16. It also is a 2-color monoprint, one plate for the background stenciling and the other for the crow that I hand painted in oil paint on plexiglass and printed that in reverse. Whisper, same technique, 2-plate monoprint, one for the background, one for the oil painted crow. This is a 20 by 16. A technique that I learned through the Women Painters of Washington is the Provincetown white line printmaking technique. I'm going to have a couple that I show you, and I do have some unframed available on my website. This one is called Pear Radish, and all the white lines that you see in this printmaking technique are lines that I carved out of a printing plate, so that they don't receive the watercolor that I use to print with. You can see some of the details here. Each of these colors was applied with Daniel Smith watercolor. You can even see in this technique some of the wood grain, which is pretty exciting for a printmaker. It's all about printing and pulling off of one surface and creating the image on another. This piece is Conversation, and it's a 2-color silkscreen print. It is also available on my website, unframed, but here I have it framed in 20 by 16. Conversation. This next one is Fall Flowers. It's framed at 18 by 20, but is an 11 by 10 Provincetown white line printmaking technique. All of these wood ones that I use with the watercolor can be created in different colors. If that's something that you'd like to commission me to do, you can just email me at dcmahoneyart@gmail.com to inquire about the details on what that might look like for you. Winter Sunset Tree is a framed 14 by 12 3-color reduction lino cut print. Blowdale Stroll is a piece that I created for the Bainbridge Island Blowdale Park, and it's a 20 by 16, is a 12 by 9 lino cut print, and I printed it in one color and then added watercolor to create all the different variations that you see here. This is all hand painted. Each piece, it's a limited edition of 20, but each piece is hand painted with Daniel Smith watercolors. Crow Tree is framed at 16 by 14, and this is probably one of my favorite printmaking techniques. It's called a collagraph print. And that simply means layers and layers of papers and textural elements that you then lay the ink over, wipe most of the ink off, leaving it just in the cracks and the details. So this is the print, but you can see all the textural elements that are in the plate itself. And as a textural artist, you know that I'm loving the plate a lot more than I'm loving the print, I'm thinking. Palms and Bees is a piece that I created, which is a reduction lino cut print. And all the details that are in gold are hand painted with Winsor Newton gold ink. This is a 4-color lino cut print, and it's available unframed on my website, but I have this one here, which is framed at 20 by 24. So there you have it. My email is dcmahoneyart@gmail.com for any questions you might have about any of these art pieces. My website is www.dcmstudios.org for anyone who would like to purchase and have delivered anywhere in the United States and Canada. I also want to offer you one last piece, which is a piece I created in college called Still Life with Shrunk. It's a 1-color lithographic print, and this one is available framed. Thank you so much for joining me during this time of isolation, and please stay safe out there. Bye.